Hey guys, Misfits has just announced the O12 card. I saw one of the fights on there posted by one of the fighters, and I was like, wait, is this real? This can't be real. This is a sick fight. This can't be real. But it's real, and the full card has just been announced. So let's jump straight into it. So this is it. Misfits 12. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. What an interesting card. One of my favorites. This, just by looking at it, for names, favorite. For skill and ability, interesting. A lot of these people are having a debut. Let's go right with the top. We're going to go top left to bottom right. So we've got Ashley Raxu versus OJ Rose. Or OJ Rose. How anyone wants to say it. Interesting fight. Obviously Raxu coming off a win by Kenny. Was it the Kenny one? And then he went off to... I don't know who he fought after that. No, but anyways... I'm a huge fan of Raxu. I enjoy watching Raxu boxing. I'm interested in this fight. OJ Rose coming off his loss against Gabriel Silva, which sucked, but I had a feeling he was going to lose that. And that was a quite interesting fight and entertaining fight nonetheless. OJ Rose coming off also a win before that fight. I can't remember who he fought, but that was also pretty good. AJ Bunker versus Elbrook 2. The issue with the women's boxing on these Misfits card is you can tell that none of these girls have skill there. Like, there's just no skill there. You know, I've watched so many women's, like, professional women boxers, and there's only a handful that I can say looked very impressive. There's probably loads out there that I don't know and haven't seen, but I don't know, the women's influencer scene, none of them really look skilled. Like, if they get hit, you can tell, and there's a lot. I feel like women's boxing is a lot harder to do when it comes to skill. Like, when it comes to men's boxing, there's a pedestal, and I feel like the women get put on that pedestal, and it's like the women will never compare to the men. Not because women are terrible or women are worse. It's just there's two very different skill sets and genders, and there's a lot different when it comes to it. Next, but like, I don't really know, like, I enjoy women's boxing. I find it entertaining, I find it funny, you know. I feel like it's cool, but the only issue is they're only getting OnlyFans girls on, and I just feel it's fucking stupid. I hate that it's only OnlyFans girls. Like, I'm not here to see your tits, I'm not here to see your ass. I don't want to see any of that. I want to see you throw a punch, and I want to see someone get hurt, you know. I want to see who gets knocked out and stuff. The next fight, Tristan Ham versus not Logan Paul. Tristan Ham was actually teased earlier this week by BJ Flores, I think it was. He posted out a thing saying Tristan Ham was fighting on this card. And not Logan Paul is such an interesting fight. Not Logan Paul versus Logan Paul could be a hell of a fight. If not Logan Paul looks better than Logan Paul, a lot of the, like, the Sun and all that are 100% going to misdo this. They're going to say Logan Paul beats Tristan Ham, or Logan Paul fights Tristan Ham. And if we get not Logan Paul versus Logan Paul, they'll go Logan Paul fights Logan Paul. Because that's just how they're going to get their money. That's how they get their clout. Then we have Miles Raxu versus DTG. I do believe DTG is coming off a loss, and I think Miles is having his debut on this card. I don't know anything about Miles Raxu and DTG. I've watched him box, but I don't really know much. A lot of these guys, I don't know much about them. Like, Elbrook, I know I think she did, like, porn and shit like that. AJ Bunker, I'm not too sure. I'm just going off of what I see, read, and hear from other people. I mean, I hear my brothers go, I know this person. I'm like, who the fuck? How? What do you do? And it's like, what? How do you guys know these people? It's weird. Then we have my favourite fight. Oh, this one I'm so hyped for. Fox the G versus Small Spartan J. I've been speaking all week about Small Spartan J. Whenever someone talks to me about influencer boxing, someone asked who is my favourite fighter from influencer boxing. Small Spartan J. His skills, his ability on that one night that he fought, it was so good. Fox the G, he's been doing the amateurs. Small Spartan J versus Fox the G is the best matchup on this card. Hands down, skill fights, Fox the G versus Small Spartan J takes this whole card by the cake. I feel like that should be main event. But obviously not a lot of people know Fox. Not a lot of people know Small Spartan J. You know, I've watched quite a bit of Fox's content. I quite enjoy it. It's funny, it's entertaining, and it's enjoyable. Small Spartan J, I don't know what content he does, but when I saw that first fight of his, bro, take my fucking money. This one's a free card in the UK, I think. No pay-per-view. This is, I think it's just a, yeah, it's just a pay-per-view. It's a non-pay-per-view card. This is a good fight for nothing. I recommend subscribing to DAZN and watching this fight. Ben Williams versus Fez Batista. I don't know either, guys, sadly. It's an interesting fight. I'd love to know where most of these guys, like what their skills are, what their abilities are. I want to know where they are placed. Because I am looking at doing a top 10 list or a top whatever list. Like, I'm doing a pound for pound list with all the fighters in influencer scene. And this is 100% going to boost my numbers. Like, if Ashley Raksu beats OJ Rose, Ashley Raksu goes quite high up. Ashley Raksu's pretty good. Small Spartan J, pound for pound #1 for now. Because the skills and ability. I'm going based on skills and ability, not fucking influencers or influences. It's straight up skills. And Small Spartan J takes it for me. Joey Knight versus Most Wanted. Most Wanted fought, I believe, before. I don't know if he's coming off a win or a loss. I can't really remember. If I can't remember, it wasn't that great of a fight. But that probably was something. That was pretty good. But, yeah, I mean, this is a great card. And then, obviously, we have... they haven't put it on here, but for the main event, we have got fucking HS Tiki Toki versus the guy that he... and I quote, he called the guy a faggot. He shouldn't have said that. And he should probably get taken off the card for that. Because you don't say that type of shit nowadays. You can't call people retards. You can't say all that. It is derogative and fucking awful to say to someone. So, yeah, if I was them, I'd be looking at removing HS Tiki Toki and removing him and getting someone else to fight. But that is your main event. And it's a bit of a dead main event. I'll be honest. That is a dead main event. A lot of these fights could main, like, I believe this would be co-main because it's a championship belt. You can't have this on prelims. And I feel that this is so disrespectful to the women. You have two names. I don't care if they're big or anything. I don't know who the fuck they are. HS Tiki Toki is not fighting for a belt, from what I know. So that is disrespectful on the women's. The women's are fighting for a belt. It should be main event. But, you know... Mams Taylor's going to get his buck for whatever. This is an interesting fight. I'm not sure who Tristan Ham is. I'm going to have to look into them. Not Logan Paul. Got his ass slept by Nate Diaz. So, might get knocked out. Who knows? Fox G versus Spartan J. Skillfully, best fight in any of the influencer scene. This fight is so good. That fight is so good. I'd have that as a main event. I'd have that as a co-main event. I'd have that all day, every day. I'm quite excited to see Miles Raksu's debut on Misfits. So now, a lot of these people might have already had debuts, but this is their debuts on Misfits. So it's so interesting. The ones that I would say put on prelims, no disrespect to them or anything. Miles goes prelims. This one goes prelims. The names alone, you can't put them on the prelims, but like I said, debuts, got to go prelims. That's got to be main card. That's got to be main card. That has to be co-main, and then you have main event. The reason why I'm saying that some of these have to go on prelims is because of debut. You know, DTG, I do believe, is coming off a loss. Some Miles Raksu kind of could be taking an easy fight. Depends on how he does. Depends on how he performs. Yeah, I don't mean no disrespect to any of these guys when I say I don't know them. It's just I'm not really a huge look at influence in the influencer scene and care who these guys are. But if their names pop up on Misfits, I'll check them out. Just be like, what do they do? Why do they do it? And stuff like that. Just so I can make a cool video on it. But January 20th, Leeds, UK. I will be checking this out. I'm so glad it's in the UK because it means I haven't got to stay up till 4 a.m. But I have to stay up till 4 a.m. because fucking Sean Strickland versus Dricus du Plessis on. And that's going to be an insane main event. I can't wait for that main event. I do like myself a bit of Sean Strickland. His shit talking's a bit hit and miss for certain people, but Dricus du Plessis versus Sean Strickland goes down the same night. So expect 2 videos. I'm hoping. So the one that I done very quickly, the one that I done last week with the UFC 296. I'm hoping to do that with Sean Strickland and this. I'll do this one first, and then we'll go on to Sean Strickland later on in the night. But guys, that's all good time for. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to get this video out as soon as I can, because I know this is sick. I know this was announced hours ago, but I've only just noticed it and come across it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you in a bit. Peace out, everyone.